Hello, and thanks for joining us for another update on MarkTwainZephyr.com. Also our Facebook and Twitter pages at Mark Twain Zephyr. I'm Robert Tabor, Director of Passenger Development for the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad, and we're here with another update for you. It's Sunday, September the 12th, 2021. And we're going to start out this week's update by checking in with Bob and the crew who are in the Huckleberry Finn, and they're busy putting the carpeting in. Let's take a look and send it to Bob. We're putting in the carpeting today, as you promised on this Sunday. So what are you? What's the hardest part of, I guess, getting this in?
You know, this was in a big roll, and it's got a pattern, so I wanted to cut it. So this here, one of these, end up right in the center. So when you walk down,
the blue circles.
No, not the blue circles, because no matter how you cut it, you could never. One of these, this a center line like this.
Okay.
Whether it was this one or this one, just so when you look, you see one pattern. This pattern, this whole thing right here. This thing is in the center of the train.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, it's just, it's very close, and it's just, you know.
So you cut. I guess you cut. You do an initial cut where you do like a little bit more.
We rough cut it. I cut it. What do we cut it? 3 inches bigger. 3 inches bigger than the size.
On each of the four sides.
Well, the lengthwise we cut, an extra foot.
Oh, okay.
But it was 103 inches from wall to wall.
Okay.
I cut it at 106.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So now it's just getting it centered, and we'll cut it and we'll fit it on one side. And then after we fit that one side, we'll roll it back, apply glue,
okay,
and then roll it out into the glue. It's a glue down carpeting. It's just it's hard. It's a long piece. Some carpets like they put in a home, they stretch them. This doesn't.
Or sometimes they cut them like in different pieces, right? Too, if it's really big. But this is all one piece, really.
All one piece.
Wow.
Yeah, this is all one piece.
Is there a reason for that, or just so you don't have to sit?
Seams fray and seams wear. So there's if we can avoid it, we're going to avoid it.
Okay.
It's just like I said, we had the registers in here. I took the registers off yesterday, just to try and unroll something that's bigger than the room you're unrolling in.
True.
It doesn't go well.
What's probably the most challenging thing of all what you're going to be
doing this interview with you?
Oh, wow. Did my wife tell you to say that?
No.
Okay.
No, I thought of that all on my own. I thought of that all on my own.
Okay. What's the most challenging thing of putting in the carpeting?
Putting in the carpeting, it's just you're on your hands and knees. I'm getting old.
So it's more the physical than any dimensions or cutting.
When you're cutting with a razor, it's easy to make mistakes, and just gotta be vigilant. Just
what if you did? Do you have to have a whole other piece of carpeting?
No, I'd blame it on you and move on.
Oh yes.
No, just a slice into it. If you were to glue it back down, you would never see it.
Okay.
But therefore, with a seam, that's a spot. If it has a lot of traffic on it. It can fray, it can open up and be noticeable. But it's just time consuming.
Would it take pretty much a full day of work today?
Well, we had this piece all cut and ready to go.
Oh, okay.
I bet you by 1:30, 2 o'clock. Once we get rolling here, it ain't gonna take that long.
Okay. And then next, I guess you're gonna be
popping up. We're gonna put the registers back on.
And
then we're gonna mount all the tables.
Oh, do you think by next Sunday on the 19th you'll have the tables in?
Absolutely.
You're just
You're my motivation.
Oh.
Finished off the ceiling. You saw that.
Yeah, that was last Sunday. We did that.
There's still a few more touch-ups that need to go in on the ceiling.
All right. Well, we better let you get to work, and we'll watch you put the carpeting in.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Bob. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye. Well, thanks a lot, Bob. A lot of people have been sending me messages on Facebook and Twitter and over our email, wondering what the progress is on the engine transplant that will be happening this fall between the switcher engine, the 1280 that we have up here at the railroad, and Injun Joe in the Mark Twain Zephyr. Well, first we have to do some prep work on our crane, the little monster, the Missabe X-7 So we have some video of that for you to share. Well, it's not quite Mark Twain Zephyr related, but we can't get enough of videos of cranes here at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad. And behind me is the newest addition to the Wisconsin Great Northern family. This was taken on Tuesday out of Stillwater, Minnesota, the Roseville Crossing Restaurant car. It'll be part of our future dinner train in years to come. Here's some pictures and video. yes, definitely another busy week up here at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad. But when is it not busy? When we're working on the Mark Twain Zephyr. I'm Robert Tabor, Director of Passenger Development for the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad, and we'll check back with you next Sunday on the 19th. It sounds like Bob will have a lot of the tables inside the Huckleberry Finn. So hope to see you then. Until then, have a great week, everybody. Take care. Thanks so much for joining us for another update on the Mark Twain Zephyr at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad. Before you go, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's really easy. Depending on what browser you have, just click on the red subscribe button on the lower right-hand side below the video screen, or perhaps it might be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This way, you won't miss any of our future updates. For restoration updates throughout the week, head over to marktwainzephyr.com and click on the Restoration Updates link. We usually add a few photos during the week. Our next video update will be next Sunday afternoon. And remember, you can stay in touch with us throughout the week, 24/7 on social media. We mainly use Facebook at Mark Twain Zephyr. We also occasionally use Twitter at Mark Twain Zephyr as well. Once again, thanks for following us and liking us and supporting the Mark Twain Zephyr restoration effort at the Wisconsin Great Northern Railroad. We'll see you back next Sunday at this time. Fly